Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'll be doing things a little bit differently. I won't be working on a car in this video, but I'll be going through some questions and answers. I've been meaning to do a video like this for a while, but of course me doing this depends on there being questions for me to give answers. So anyway, these questions come from a number of my videos. So some of them I've actually answered or replied to in text. So it's just going to be like a rehash. Okay. Some people may not want to go through, the text, but a video might work better for them. So let's get to the first one. Okay. The first one comes from H. Wilson. And he says here, Rich, well done. See your engineering skills being exercised. A well done video. Real good info with explanation. You got the tool also. Neat, clean work. Mazda needs to pay you for this stuff. Enough respect. Okay, thanks much, H. Wilson. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not an engineer at all. Okay, in a former life I was an air traffic controller, and I just have an interest in working on cars, motorcycles, electronics. Anything that's broken I will try to fix. Anything around a home, I just have a knack for it. There's a feeling of satisfaction when you can fix something yourself, and you save a little money as well. And this is the point of my videos, guys. I'm not a mechanic. Yes, I did do an engine repair course back in 2005 to 2006. I never made it a career, but going into that course, I had already worked on cars in a number of ways. I just wanted the certificate. But the thing is, as long as you have an interest in a particular thing, whether it's fixing cars or baking, playing piano, whatever it is, you just have to put yourself in the right position to do that. Okay, and the first thing that you need to do is, of course, have the interest, and then you do the research, and as the need arises, you buy the tools that you need. Okay, and maybe that's a video we can do in a little while to show you exactly how I go about doing my thing. All right, so once again, thanks, H. Wilson. Another question here says, from Mark Reichman, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Mark says, helpful video. Both your door speakers had no sound. How were you certain it was not a speaker issue versus an amp issue? Did you get the amp repaired? And then he follows up, I just watched your other video about your speakers. Bummer. Did you find replacements? I have the same model year and also had two Bose door speakers stop working. I was lucky and found a guy selling two he took out of his Mazda 3. The front door ones only on the Mazda 3 are the same as the Mazda 6 door speakers. This instruction video was still excellent and helpful. Never knew amp location and how to remove. All right. Thanks for your comment, Mark. Yes, that's the point of my video. Okay, I may not be doing it, the repair or whatever, the way the technician does it, but they will probably be doing it faster or whatever. I'm going to get away with nicks and cuts and bruises, which they may not, but so will anybody else who is not a professional, but I just want to set you guys up to know that you can do it. All you have to do is just have the will to do it. Then once you have the will to do it, you do the research in how to do it, and then you buy your tools as you need them. See, it's just simple. But to answer Mark, I did jump the gun with the amp. I started doing my research, and I kind of forgot first principles, because first principles with diagnosis and repair is that you diagnose a system. Okay, and when you find a system that's at fault, you start, if you can't immediately diagnose which part of the system is wrong, you start with the cheapest of the most likely failures. Okay, and I didn't do that. What I should have done is I should really have swapped around the speakers a bit and see if they work. That's eventually how I solved the problem, how I found the problem. I haven't solved it yet, because you know, these speakers are $75 a piece at the bare minimum. So that's something that I will be working towards, and I'll get back to you guys on how that goes when I get there. Okay, so Mark, once again, thanks for your question. Okay, let me see here. The next question comes from Andrew Metham. I think I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Andrew Metham, I beg pardon. Says here, can you make a video on how to do the subwoofer? I have a 2011 Mazda 6 and it doesn't have the Bose system, but I upgraded the screen to a Bose stereo, and the guy said if I can change the amp on the subwoofer, it should work. This video was really helpful and I would really appreciate it. All right, Andrew, thanks for your question. Okay, now I did respond to Andrew and back and forth a bit, and I'll save all of the conversation for another time, or if you want to go ahead and read it, that's fine. Andrew wants me to make a video on how to basically convert the regular Mazda 6 stereo to a Bose system. He's already started. He's got himself a couple pieces, the head unit apparently. I would discourage that. Okay, simply because the Bose pieces, from what I understand, are not particularly robust. They're not particularly the best quality out there. They're better quality items from a number of manufacturers, Sony, Kenwood, etc. You know, I'm not going to get into it. I don't even know which one is best. But Bose, as far as audiophiles are concerned, it's not a good system. Okay, Bose, it looks good. Oh, I've got a Bose system and all this business. Yes. It's a lot of hype from what I understand. It sounds good, but I'm not an audiophile. But it would, if I learn something and, it seems reasonable to me, I'm going to pass on that information to you. And my information is that Bose isn't really the best thing. Okay, it's expensive and, not really robust. Now, that being said, I looked into what it would take. Now, specifically what he wants is for me to show him how to install the subwoofer. Now, there are two subwoofers from what I understand. There's one on the dashboard and there's one on the back, on the rear deck. Okay, now the one on the dash, well, to be honest with you, both of them are not easy to get to. Okay, and to be honest with you, I'm a little bit hesitant to disassemble so much of the car for a video. Okay, especially considering that I don't recommend it. But that being said, what I could do is I could go ahead and, do a quick video for him pointing out a few things. And, that's something we can also look at. Okay, so again, Andrew, I looked into what it takes, and it takes a lot to get access to that back lid, that deck lid, that deck area. You're gonna have to disassemble the C-pillars, the parts of the seat have to come down, the entire section, the horizontal section is going to have to come down. It involves a lot of work. Okay, and again, I don't even think it's worth it. I think you could do very well. Crutchfield has a conversion kit for the Mazda 6 that will get you that, whichever head unit you want, it will tie into the steering wheel controls, all of that. Okay, so, and it would probably be less. I could put the details up later, but once again, Andrew, thanks for your question, and stay tuned. We'll put something up for you. Okay, the next question comes from Tall Boy, and Tall Boy is asking how much will be the repair cost for your amp, and what parts of it that must be replaced or fixed. Now, as I said before, the folks who did my amplifier, they were unwilling to assist with telling me anything at all. They ignored my request to put their details up here as well. So I'm not going to do them that favor. They will probably never get any business from me. I'm not going to recommend anybody to them. If they see this video, you know, big deal. They're a set of jerks as far as I'm concerned. The amp is fixed, and I'm happy for that. I replied to Tall Boy, and I told him that I paid $117.99 plus shipping. Okay, and I just wasn't happy with the work that those guys did. Okay. Now Tall Boy is saying that, you know, he's going to, you know, just buy a new amp, and I said, hey, you know, a new amp is very expensive, and you buy a new amp, you're gonna get the same Bose substandard bits and pieces inside, so you might actually be a little bit better off getting it replaced with some better, hopefully some better quality pieces. Okay, next up, we've got a question from Fabio Pinto. Fabio asks, or he says, thank you so much for your wonderful tutorial and follow-up. I've learned so much with you. Please let us know, how did you eventually identify and solve the problem? Thanks. Thank you very much, Fabio, for your question. The issue has been located. The problem was not with the amplifier. Once again, it was with the two speakers on the right hand side. What I've done is I had the speakers are identical on the four doors, so I ended up with sound on the left hand side of the car only, one in the left front door and one in the left rear door. So what I did, I took the speaker from the left rear door and brought it around and put to the right front door. So I now have left and right speakers in the front. So the two back doors are currently without speakers. Now I know the guys out there, oh, you can't run like that, you're gonna damage your amp. Yeah, big deal. Here's the thing, if that amp is damaged or the head unit is damaged, I will not shed a single tear. For me, that's an opportunity to replace and improve, because I'm not going to put another Bose system in my car. You can forget that. Okay, I'm going to be going with something interesting, and yes, will I devalue the car? Please, it's not a collector's item, and it never will be. Okay, it's a very good, very sporty A to B run around car. It's very safe, it's very nice, very attractive. But guess what? It's not a collector's item, and I don't need to have numbers matching anything. Okay, so if for whatever reason the amplifier does fail again, I'm probably not going to have it fixed. I'm just going to go ahead, and maybe I will, I don't know. But if the head unit or something, you know, things break, whatever, to the point where I don't think it's worth it, I'll just replace them with something better, and that's just how it works, you know. So that's just how it's going to be. All right, so guys, thanks for your questions. Please keep them coming. Anything else you guys want to know, or you have a comment, you know, please feel free to drop it in the comment section below. If you want to like and subscribe, by all means, go right ahead, you know, appreciate it. All right, so guys, thanks for watching. Take care.